friends, so here we go. This is our story for today. This is called The Bilbies' First Easter, and this is written by Irina Sibley. So we need to think about which symbol we think is best for Easter, if we think it's the rabbit or the bilby. So while I read, you contemplate and you decide which one you think is the best Easter symbol, and then I'll help you with some writing. The Bilbies' First Easter. 2 weeks before Easter, William's grandmother sent him a card and a large chocolate rabbit. Look at the background. You see Uluru back there? Yeah, the setting is Australia. Not much green grass there, right? A lot of dirt. You can see some sheep in the background, maybe a farm. It's really pretty. At least it was a rabbit when it was sent. When William opened the parcel, he found a sticky chocolate mess. Everything on our farm is either melting, drying up, or dying off, thought William. He carefully licked and smoothed out the wrapper. Then the flattened silvery rabbit grinned up at him. It seemed forever since anyone at home had grinned. A farm baked dry by drought is not a happy place. Mom always seemed to be carting water from here to there. Dad was always off somewhere trying to save the starving sheep. So they're in a drought, and a drought means there's not enough water. Here's the emu, the kangaroo. You can see how they put the illustrations right into the side of the furniture. It was pretty smart to do that. Things that remind me of Australia. Sometimes Mum would stop and stare at the sky, hoping for rain clouds, but no matter how hard she stared and hoped, the sky remained huge and blue and empty. William looked again at Grandma's card. On fresh green grass, 2 rabbits grinned, holding up a basket of brightly colored Easter eggs. It made William wonder. His own paint set was all used up, but if rabbits could paint eggs, maybe... Silly Billy, Mum would have said if she'd read William's thoughts. Don't be a dill, Bill, Dad might have added in more cheerful times. I'm off outside to do my chores, yelled William. In his pocket were Grandma's card and 2 paintbrushes. He fed the dog, swept the veranda, and filled the bird bath. The veranda is the porch. Then he went across the yard to the hen house to collect the eggs. There were only 3 eggs. The hens were hot and bothered and didn't lay much anymore. William placed the precious eggs into his straw-filled billy can, but instead of taking them home, he walked away over to the wild side of the farm. And there he is, if you can see him in the background, going to the wild side of the farm. This is where he was to do his chores. This little thing here is collecting water. You see how this collects water? The water comes off the roof into this little catch, comes down. That's how they collect water. They save every bit of rainwater because they don't have much. By the creek, now almost dry, William saw a resting emu. Excuse me, William said politely. Have you seen any of these? And he held up Grandma's card. Nah, you won't find any of them round here. Ate the last of the grass and then cleared off. William sighed but pressed on, determined. So this little creature is telling you that the rabbit ate the last bit of grass. The rabbits ate all of the grass, which means there's none left for the other animals. William searched the dusty farm, but all he could see were a few zippy little skinks and a screeching flock of cockatoos. Then he spotted an old echidna shuffling back to her home. She squinted at the card. Well, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, my dear, she said, but I do believe I have seen some creatures with long ears like that. Not dressed in that silly get-up, though. Behind the anthills over yonder. Toodaloo. There, behind an anthill, William found a burrow. He placed the billy of eggs, the card, and the paintbrushes at the entrance, and he called down softly, Excuse me, could you paint these eggs for Easter, please? They might cheer up Mum, and maybe Dad wouldn't be so cranky. William managed to get home before he was missed, but when his dad discovered William had no eggs, he shouted, Man, there must be rats in the hen house stealing up our eggs. And now, he pointed to the dark cloud on the horizon, it looks like we'll have another dust storm too. And he strode off. Mum looked miserable. William wanted to hug her and tell her everything would be all right. He went to bed early and he prayed for a happy Easter. That night, on the wild side of the farm, the Bilby family went up to take a look. "Wish we could help," murmured Mother Bilby. "But paint the eggs? How could we paint eggs?" said Father Bilby. "Well," Mother Bilby said, "anything rabbits could do, surely we could do too. Maybe with crushed rocks of different colors," Father Bilby suggested. "Crushed berries," piped up little Bilby, licking his lips. But without the rain, there have been no berries and no water to spare for mixing paint," Mother Bilby sighed. Even their nosy neighbor, the goanna, didn't have any better ideas. In bed, William listened for the familiar sounds of a dust storm, the wind banging loose iron on the roof and pressing against the walls as if to push them in. This time, though, there was a different sound. William sat up. Instead of the wind hurling sand and scratching at the windows, there was a gentle drumming on the roof. So like a tap, 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 tap. On the wild side of the farm, deep in the burrow, the eggs gleamed white in the billy. "Maybe we could color them with butterfly wings," suggested baby Bilby. Stick 'em on with honey. "Or crushed opals," exclaimed Father, looking closely at the jewel-like colors on the card. "Opal dust would be just right." Mother Bilby shook her head. "It's no use. We have no water." "What do you mean, no water?" burst in a numbat who'd come by for a visit. The Bilby family stared at the puddle at his feet and his dripping coat. "Rain!" they all shouted together. There he is. It's called a numbat. We don't have them here in North Carolina. It rained for days and days. At the farmhouse, the roof leaked. The water tanks were full. The creek rushed, swirling water into the gullies. When William's dad went outside to move some sheep to higher ground, he got drenched. On Good Friday, there was such a crashing of thunder that the dog hid under the veranda and would not come out. William, snug in his favorite armchair by the window, watched as lightning cracked through the sky. Finally, they have rain. That's good news for the animals and the people. But as morning dawned, a quiet peace settled in every corner of the farm. Rain had sunk deeply into the parched earth. The air echoed with frog song. As the sun shone through the morning mist, a glorious rainbow arched from the far horizon right over to the wild side of the farm. There's the rainbow. All the animals are happy now. Look who's busy. The rain came down into the burrow. Those little bilbies are busy. They have something they can use to help paint those eggs. On Easter Sunday, William's mom and dad awoke early to a cool, fresh day. William was already up and outside. Do you friends see what I see? Do you see the eggs right there? The bilbies? See them. They were up with a billy of rainbow-colored eggs. And they all lived happily ever after. All right, friends, so we need to think about our writing. I don't have my journal. It's at school, unfortunately, but I do have a piece of paper. And if you're in the classroom, you will get a piece of paper also. Remember, your date goes at the bottom. So let's see, it will be the 26th. I'm going to do my best to make it on a line that's really not there. And I always put my name at the bottom. Some friends at school are forgetting this. My name and date always go to the bottom. If you've been practicing this since the beginning of the year, then you already know automatic. Dates and names go at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to start here. I don't have any lines. You will have lines either in your journal or in the paper that I'm giving you at school or that Miss Cheney is giving you at school. Everyone needs to have the first sentence to be very similar. So the first sentence needs to start this way. I think the best symbol for Easter. Easter is a holiday. You need a capital E. I think the best symbol for Easter is the... Now you need to decide what you think. On that line, you can either put rabbit, if you think it's the rabbit is the best symbol, or you can put Bilby if you think the Bilby is the better symbol. Now, some people in the past have thought the Bilby is a better symbol because the Bilby has a natural pouch, and the Bilby can carry those eggs to be delivered. Some people say, no, I think the rabbit is a better symbol. The Easter rabbit is a better symbol. So you need to have reasons for your thinking, why you think one is better than the other. Now, it's fine if you want to say you think one maybe is a little bit cuter. Maybe you think one is cute or cuter. Maybe you think one is faster. Or maybe you agree with me and the kids in the past and you think that the Bilby has a pouch and that makes it better for delivering eggs. Now, these are not sentences. These are just words that I'm putting here in case you want to use them for your writing. Okay, now if you need more and you are in the classroom, Miss Cheney can put a list up on the board for you. If you're at home, just do your best and tap them. But you need at least 3 or 4 sentences about which symbol you think is better for Easter. All right, I hope you have a great afternoon and I will see you later.